Welcome everyone to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 8, Episode 2 of Game of Thrones, the board game. We are playing Baratheon, the One True King. We had an interesting round 1. We've progressed ourselves to round 2. I did the cleanup for the round, and we were getting ready to jump into round number 2. Last round, we did see some interesting characters come into gameplay. We saw Alistair Florent, the Red Viper. We saw Mace Tyrell versus Cersei Lannister in a Tyrell versus Lannister. We saw Jaime Lannister versus Aeron of the Greyjoys. And then, of course, epically, the first cards we got, and I shuffled the decks right in front of you guys. You saw it. It was Eddard Stark versus Tywin Lannister. Cannot make it up. Okay, so we're going to jump into round number 2. Again, this is kind of a lightning round version of the game. 6 rounds. We've used the Dances with Dragons setup. As you can see, these setup cards have got some amazing territories that really help to fast track the game. So if you guys get your hands on these are real helpful if you want to play a quick 6-round game. You can see everyone's got quite a bit of territory as opposed to you start out with 1 or 2 territories in the standard game. We've also included all of the all those additional Dance with Dragons cards and the additional cards from the main game. So as we start chewing through the decks, we'll start getting into a more progressed version. Say, for example, right now Starks still control Winterfell, but later on it will be the Boltons that control it. So without further ado, let's jump right into round number 2. First off, a word from our sponsor. We bring you these games from the books we produce at Pontos Fathom Press, our sister channel. You can go check out our YouTube channel, Pontos Fathom Press. We have a bi-weekly podcast. I think it's stabilized to about bi-weekly now, where we talk about things like Cat Journals out of Lovecraft's Providence. Go down to our bookstore link down below. You can pick this up, helps to support the channel. We've got a number of books out there in the bookstore. This actually is comprised of 6 volumes that go deep dive into the Lovecraft lore, almost looking at Lovecraft as if, is it possibly real? Moldenhauer does a first pass in his trilogy called Out of Lovecraft Providence. Then Balsamo follows it up with Disclosure from the Necronomicon files. You know, this is sort of like, imagine if in the Matrix films when they say, when there's something not right about the world. And if you think of that in the Lovecraft lore version, that's what you're getting with the Cat Journals. We've also got a Patreon if you want to support the work that we're doing here. You can, for as little as $1, join up as a Pontos Fathomer. Stay abreast of our Song of Ice and Fire gameplay and miniature painting. Our ongoing Tainted Grail gameplay and monster miniature painting. We've got a new series out there called Miniature Makeovers. We've done our Conan by Monolith. We've done our Cthulhu Wars miniature makeovers. So we've got a poll out there. Go check out the poll, what you want to see on the next miniature makeover. And as usual, liking and subscribing helps to grow the channel. We really want to get this channel monetized. So thanks for your support. Let's jump into round number 2. So first off, pieces flying everywhere. We'll start out with Baratheon. Oh, actually, we get to turn our... This is our first round with the... with our Westeros phase. Round 1, we don't play Westeros phase, so this round... we get to do our Westeros phase. Let's take a quick look at the card here. Westeros phase, skipped in round 1. We advanced the game round marker. We are on round 2. We're going to draw Westeros cards 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we've got here. So for deck 1, we've got Last Days of Summer. Nothing happens. Nice. Last Days of Summer. And then right into Winter is Coming. Immediately shuffle this deck and then draw a new card. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle the deck. And we get Game of Thrones. Each player collects 1 power token for each power icon printed on areas he controls. Okay, we'll get that set up. And lastly, we've got a Storm of Swords. Defense orders cannot be played during this planning phase. Okay, so great. So we also have 2 wilding. So I will move the wilding to section 2. Let's go ahead and give Baratheon their setup round. And let's think of how we want to do this. So right now, let's think like we've got Stannis. Let's have him... What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these characters down. I think we're going to start to... why don't we try to... let's move... I'm going to move these guys down. Well, actually, we're going to give them a marching order. So let's give them a marching order of... Let's give them a marching order of 1. Let's give a marching order as well to here, and as well as a marching order for here. We'll go ahead and lastly just give an order for this one. I think that'll just about do it for Baratheon. And then let's kind of go ahead and populate our rivals here. House Tyrell, House Greyjoy, Martell, Stark, and Lannister. Lannister had victory last time. Tyrell also had a victory against Lannister. Let's see how things work out this round. Okay, so we've gotten through our planning phase. Let's go ahead and reveal our orders. So we can just flip our orders here. We're focusing on our Baratheons. Obviously, we've got the Baratheons in Storm's End. They're going to be holding a defensive position. We're going to have our Dragonstone to be on the attack. Kingswood, we have a raid order there. We have got a order here. We've got a raid order here. We've got a order. Greyjoys have a raid order. Lannisters have some marching orders. Another raid order. Whoa, okay, so... Oh, another raid order, wow. Okay, so let's see how this is going to play out. All right, so let's start with our raid orders first off. We've got 2, 3 raid orders here. Nothing for them to do. We've got a raid order. We got to go in the order. So Lannister raid order just going to take trumps this raid order. So Lannister raid order is there. Let's go ahead to this raid order. This raid order will impact Highgarden's consolidate. So that'll clear that one out. We've got a couple other orders here to turn. We've got a raid order here. That's going to influence this order. And this raid order will influence this order. So we actually get the Starks sabotaging the Lannisters. We've got the Greyjoys sabotaging the Starks. We've got this raid order getting impacted by this. And we've got this raid order impacting this. So that's just about going to do it. What do we have here? Another raid order here. Wow, this one's going to impact this one. Okay, so we had a lot of treachery with the raid orders on this round. Seems that Greyjoy and Tyrell had a lot of great raid orders on this one. Let's go ahead now and look at Baratheon. Actually, Lannister first. Lannister's going to move this one across into the twins, so that'll take them take that one ahead. Next up, let's have Tyrell. This is out. These are off the table. All the raid orders are gone for them, so those are there. Let's have another attack order here with Greyjoy. Greyjoy versus Winterfell. Greyjoy versus Winterfell. Let's just double check this. See if they get maybe they get Euron Greyjoy and it'll blow them out of the water here. Let's see what happens. So we get Dagmar Cleftjaw versus Jeritan Umbar. Dagmar Cleftjaw versus Jeritan Umber in this attack. And have that battle. So it's actually Greyjoy is going to be defeated. Greyjoy will push back to, I don't know where they can push to. I guess they can go from here to the Flint's Fingers. So that's that. Okay, so let's go over now to these orders are cleared. These supports cannot help. Let's go to Baratheon. They're going to move these down. They can move 1, 2 to here. Actually, they're going to move to Mountains on the Moon, I guess, for now. They'll just move the one step. And we'll also, we'll move that there. These can attack. We'll have the Baratheons. Can they attack the ships? I think only the ships can attack the ships. Yes, I think that's going to about do it for the turn. We have a few consolidates, no consolidates on the board. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you in the next round. Bye-bye.